do you feel like for the young players, they should not rely too much on competitors? Because what I see nowadays is all the young players, the moment they finish a game, the first thing they do is they turn on the engine and turn off their brain. So,
Yes, yes.
so would you advise young players not to use competitors at a very early age?
I mean, when analyzing games is probably not so good because when
Mm-hmm.
you come home from the game and you turn on the engine, it says in 1 second it says something you would maybe it took you maybe 1 hour to
Yeah.
understand. And but in the openings there is maybe I'm not sure because there is some
Mm.
lines which are critical and the kids with engines they know everything, but without engines it's you cannot go that deep in the openings.
Hello, chess lover. Welcome to Heramb Chess Show. My name is Heramb Bhagwat, and today we are going to have a very special guest on this platform in this episode of Heramb Chess Show. Our today's guest is Grandmaster Bojan Maksimović. He is from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and he became a FIDE master at the age of 14. After training his skills, after 5 more years at the age of 19, he became an international master. And after 4 more years of training, today in 2025, he is a grandmaster. Recently, he competed in the FIDE World Cup, which was held in Goa in the month of November. So let's try to understand and dive deep into his chess journey, and let's try to draw some very important lessons. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we have Grandmaster Bojan Maksimović from Bosnia and Herzegovina. He is a Grandmaster. He achieved his title this year, and he also played the FIDE World Cup. So, Grandmaster Bogan, first of all, welcome to the Heramb Chess Show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Grandmaster Bogan, first of all, I would like to know, like, how did you come into this field? How did you get introduced to the chess world?
It was my father bought a chess set at when I was around 5 years old, and we would play when he came back from work, and we would play this
Hmm.
maybe 2 3 games, and he would always play some dubious sacrifice and move three or bishop takes f7, and he beated me all the time, and
Oh,
that was my motivation to keep working and to get better, to beat him.
yeah. So this is like very typical, right? Like you start playing at a young age, and the first goal is to beat your own dad. You need
Yes,
to
yes.
beat your own father. I think there is even one book, Bogan, on this, like how to beat your dad. Like it's like a very beginner level
Uh,
book, of course, but that's
yeah.
that's
Mm,
something for beginners, like how to beat your dad at chess.
mm,
And one, even I remember one cartoon. There was one cartoon where Vishy Anand sir, he was holding
mm.
that book of how to beat your dad,
Uh,
and Anand sir was like smiling. So very interesting start. So you wanted to beat your dad at the game. That's the reason you started playing. And
yes,
that
yes.
then how did it go? Like, did you went to any coach, or how did you get introduced to the professional world?
I've joined some chess club in Banja Luka, my home city. It was named Night Skakač in my language, and
Mm-hmm.
it was around 2010. I was 8 years old. That
Mm.
was when I joined the club. And when I came there, the first game I was playing against some national champion under 14. It was in that
Wow.
club, and
Mm-hmm.
it was like practice game, nothing serious. And my first game, like in that club, I beat him like easily. So I saw it was not that hard competition in my state.
Mm-hmm.
So even like in next 2 years, I won the national champion in my like it's not country, but by country is divided like in three states. In my state, I was
Mm-hmm.
first under 10.
Mm-hmm.
And in my state, I was first like 8 years in a row. It was like not even close. And
Okay.
I went,
Okay.
and I always went to the European Youth Championship, which I came there by myself, me father and my coach, which but coach is like training 10 kids. It was not so
Mm-hmm.
deep preparation, but when we got there, there is like all of these kids with Turkey has 10 coaches, psychologist and doctor and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
it was like, and they were preparing with a computer, but that was like 10 years ahead of
10 years
my
ago,
chess.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I always did badly in European youth. But last year, under 18 in 2019, I broke that barrier and I was 12th under 18 years old. So, and that was the
Mm-hmm.
last time. But then came COVID and I didn't play any more youth championships.
Any more tournaments? Got it, got it.
Mm.
Pretty interesting. So, what I understand from what you're saying is, in your early days, you did not use any computers, right? Like you did not use a lot of computers, or how did it
Yeah,
go?
no, no, no. Only
Wow.
books and like this, but that was my main weakness because I was not in
Hmm.
my openings were bad at the early stage.
Okay. Got it, got it. But Bogan, what I saw is even Gukesh, till the rating of 2400s, he did
Mm.
not use any engines. He used to tell in his interviews, like
Mm.
till computers and engines, like he didn't used to use till 2400s. So, do you feel like for the young players, they should not rely too much on computers? Because what I see nowadays is all the young players, the moment they finish a game, the first thing they do is they turn on the engine and turn off their brain. So,
Yes, yes.
so would you advise young players not to use computers at a very early age?
Uh, I mean, when analyzing games is probably not so good because when
Hmm.
you come home from the game and you turn on the engine, it says in 1 second it says something you would maybe it took you maybe 1 hour to
Yeah.
understand. And but in the openings there is maybe I'm not sure because there is some
Mm,
lines which are critical and the kids with engines they know everything but without engines you cannot go that deep in the openings. But in the
okay.
kids in the kids level it can work I think. It could work but at higher level it has no you have to use engine at higher level.
Got it. Okay. So at a very young age, they should not do it. But once they start becoming like, what would you suggest? Like after 2000s, they should start using engines or?
Maybe for me personally, I took engine seriously around 2400. I before that I used engine, but it was not
Hmm.
so. It was like 5 minutes preparation. I didn't know what serious preparation was in the game.
Wow.
But when I lost some games in the openings, got bad positions, then I understood what openings are for me.
Okay. Okay. Got it. That's a very nice advice. That's a very good advice that once only for opening preparation, maybe you can use engines, but for analyzing the games, you should not do that. Right?
Yes. You can
Okay.
analyze by yourself, but analyze by
Mhm.
yourself and later check that your analysis with the engine. That would be better.
Got it. So first analyze the game yourself or with a coach maybe, and then you can go
Yes,
ahead with the engine
yes,
analysis.
yes,
Okay, okay, that's great. And Bogan, you also mentioned that you did some books, so you studied from books. So can
yes.
you suggest some books to our audience?
I've read a lot of books. I mean, at my home, I
Yeah.
have like hundreds of books which I've read, but
Wow.
some key books were from Artur Yusupov. He has some courses, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, for amateurs, but even this year I've taken some of the like it was book around I mean 2000 and 2100 rating
Mm-hmm.
and but I am now 20 I was this year I was 2500 used that book and it's not so easy because it's not easy even for me which I should be
Wow.
like there is some still some interesting stuff there.
Okay. So the Yusupov series, right? Like many
Yes,
people, they recommend the Yusupov
yes.
series.
Yes, because
So,
Yusupov wrote those books without any engine help, all on
mm,
his understanding.
okay,
Those books,
okay.
but I read some tactic books. I mean, there is some strategy and tactics from lists in. I he was international master, I think. there is also three books. Uh, First beginner, middle, and high level. And also, I always loved reading those books. But
Hmm.
opening books, I was not so much enjoying because it's too much information. I just loved playing and do that.
Got it, got it. Okay, okay. Great. So that is a very good advice. Like you suppose series, I have heard it from many strong players that it is a very helpful series to start
Yes, yes,
learning with. And another part, Bogan, is like let's say if a person wants to become a professional, okay, he's a budding chess player, he wants to become like you, he wants to become a grandmaster. Then how much time do you suggest him to study, let's say on a daily basis? Like, is there a fix, like how much you used to study earlier, and any advice you would like to give to young players about that?
yes. I never studied like I know some players that say they study like 11, 10 hours a day, but that is for me it was like that's crazy because I also have school. I finished middle school and I'm now in college in
Mm-hmm.
Belgrade, and I'm fourth year, and it's not it's tough because it's a lot of things to in college also. And also because the school also helped me because when I did well in school, then I play more. Then chess is more like I have no obligation in chess. I play more freely. No pressure on me when
Mm-hmm.
I did good in school. But if you are playing only chess like 100%, then it's not so easy because if you lose the game, you it's only thing you do and
Mm-hmm.
it hits you hard psychologically. So I
Wow.
so
Yeah.
I my path was school first and chess when school is doing good, the chess is good also.
Wow, that's an amazing insight because I see some players, they just do chess. They sometimes even quit school at an early age and they just focus
Yes,
on chess. But I
yes,
think they get what I am understanding from you is because of that, they might get too attached to the results. They
yes,
might
yes,
get like, okay, this is the only thing I have to do, and they put unnecessary pressure on themselves.
yes,
So
yes,
what you're saying is like it's better to have a balance. You have,
yes,
let's say you're doing school, college, and at the same time you're also improving in chess, progressing in
yes.
chess. Great.
Yes,
That's a
before
really.
maybe before like 40 years ago, I know there is Grandmaster from my city. In my city, I'm the Grandmaster after 50 years in my city. There was no Grandmaster in 50 years in my city, and this
Oh.
Grandmaster told me he finished also college, but he was playing chess professionally then because there is was a lot more money in it in chess. And
Okay.
now and it was more it had more sense to become professional then than now. Now
Mm,
it's hard because everyone is using engines and it's like 50% fight with the engine and 50% from the against the human. So it's hard. It's
mm,
real hard. But you can there is still if someone is passionate about it, they can achieve it. I mean, it's not like it's not like it's impossible to get professional, but
mm.
it's harder than it was before.
5 years before. Got it. Got it. Okay. And one more thing, Bogan. So you said like you are the youngest grandmaster in your city, or the.
In my country, I think yes, in my country, I'm also the youngest, but
Wow.
uh, because Bosnia doesn't have a lot of grandmasters, that's the point.
Okay.
I don't know which is the next after me, which is the youngest. Maybe it has 30 years. But there was some grandmaster who is now 30, but now
Mm-hmm.
he changed federation. He is not playing for Bosnia anymore. He's playing for Montenegro.
Mm-hmm.
So there is not there is some potential in our country. There is some good kids, but it's not so well. I think there is there is not a lot of money going into them from a country.
Got it. Got it. From the federation. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So Bogan, currently, like, how old are you? And
23 years old. 23.
wow, so that's an amazing feat. Like at 23 years old, you have already achieved the GM title, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I achieved
Yeah.
it in Officially, I'm GM on my birthday. They on FIDE they changed the GM, but
Okay.
last norm I had a rating and two norms from two league
Mm-hmm.
tournaments, and I needed one norm from open tournament, and it took me I was chasing that one norm for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So
Got it. Got it.
it was hard. I was maybe three or four tournaments. It was one game which would decide I had to win to become Grandmaster,
Mm-hmm.
and all the time I would draw the game. So
Mm-hmm.
it was really psychologically hard. And I finally
Okay.
achieved it. Achieved it in Italy, some open tournament. I played three
Mm-hmm.
tournaments in a row: Serbia Open, Kavala Open, and Spilimbergo Open. Uh, the first tournament I finished fourth, but I had because my rating was high, already 2500 for 2 years. I always get lower pairings and low chance for a GM, and it was really hard. So basically I have to win every game to get three. I have to play against three GMs, three Grandmasters.
Mm-hmm.
So, but with my rating, it's really hard to get them. So
Yeah.
first tournament I was fourth, and of course no norm. Second tournament in Kavala I was 11th by rating. So there is 10 GMs before me, so it looked like good tournament. But after 3 rounds, I was three out of three. But every GM or drew or he lost.
Oh,
So I was again playing against some FM. And the whole tournament, I got one GM in the last round only, so it was no norm even there. So no norm, but in Spilimergo it was the same field. Also some 10 GMs in front of me. I was again three out of three, but now I got a GM in fourth round. That was the
okay.
I got the GM in against Dard Daniel, and
Mm-hmm.
I was black, so it was if I lose the game, then I have to win maybe one or two more to get another GM. So it's like I can't lose the game. So that's a
Yeah.
real pressure. So I drew the game quite comfortably, and then I played some IM, then I beat him. It's also must win game because if I drew, then again no GM and it's hard. So I beat him, and then I was playing against some from Poland, Simon Gumlar, some 2600 also. So I drew against him also. And I again and this round was a key round because I was white against IM 2480. And
Okay.
if I win the game, I get a GM opponent next round 100%. And if I drew, then there is not more rounds to go. That 2 rounds to go, and
Yeah.
I have to. It's must win situation with black. It was tough. So I played this guy, and I was out playing him. But then suddenly he found some tactics which are crazy. The computer is giving that I'm winning, but also only one move is winning. But everything else is draw or losing for me. So
Mm-hmm.
in time pressure, I found that move and won the game. And now I get GM eighth round and I repeat the color. I was white, so I need a draw. If I draw I have rating performance and last round doesn't matter. So I'm playing. I cannot sleep. That night I couldn't sleep like 2 hours.
Oh my God.
2 hours at max. I slept. I prepared whole day, but I went to the game and I forgot my preparation on move 4.
Preparation.
On
My
move 4,
God.
I forgot what I should play because it was too much pressure. And I offered a draw on move 6 because it's good situation for him and me because we are leading the tournament and he gets white the last round. So I offered a draw and he declined. And
Oh,
I was starting to sweat and like, uh-oh. And after maybe 5 moves, he offered the draw and I was like, okay, this is
relieved.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And last round I was playing Korobov with black, and
Mm-hmm.
but even if I lose, I get the GM norm.
GM
But
norm. Yeah.
I didn't lose the game. I drew the game and shared first place. So it was great tournament.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing story. There is one famous interview of Maurice Astley. He says like the last GM now always has a great story. So
Yeah.
this is really, really amazing. So what I
Yeah.
understand is like you were chasing the title for 2 years from 21st to
Yes. Yes.
23. And like because of some reason you are missing that, but finally at the age of 23 now you have achieved a title,
Yeah.
right?
Also, when I
Yeah.
in 2023, I achieved my second norm, and the next tournament I was playing World European Club Cup, and there I
Hmm.
played against Magnus since I don't know third round. I lost
Wow.
against lost against Magnus and Michal Sarin, but I was also
Hmm.
there on GM Norm, and last round I have to win, but somehow I got poisoned by the water there in the hotel
Oh my
and
God.
and I couldn't play last round for my club, and it was no chance.
Oh
So
God.
I could have been GM 2 years ago, but okay, it finally came some
Yeah,
time
it
later.
came, it might have come for 21, but it came at 23.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay. That's really nice, Bogan. So Bogan, like now you have seen the entire journey. You were, I think, FIDE master at the age of 17, if I'm not wrong. And then you
yes.
became international master at 19, correct? And now you're
No,
grandmaster,
it
correct?
was yes, International Master 19 and FIDE Master at 14. 14.
14. Okay, okay.
Yes,
So
yes,
FIDE master at 14, I am at 19, and now you're a
yeah.
grandmaster. So throughout this journey, when you were a FIDE master and now you're a grandmaster, can you tell us like some of the key differences between, let's say, a FM, how a FM, what FM does versus what a
Mm,
GM does? Like, what are some of the major differences in your
mm,
preparation or in your play and so
yeah.
on?
So first of all, when I became FM, I thought
Hmm.
I was on the seventh cloud. I thought I'm the best. But then
Yeah.
I played some, and I stopped working on chess, and
Mhm.
I played some tournament, and I lost I think 70 rating points in one tournament. So
Ah,
it was huge wake up call for me, and
okay.
so then I started working. I think if I can remember. I found some coach I am from Serbia, but he
Hmm.
is working also in Italy. And also but most of the part I was working alone. I was
Hmm.
working alone, and I think the biggest part was expanding my repertoire. Before I
Hmm.
was FM, and I was only playing E4 or I don't know knight F3, but it was not deep opening preparation. It was just I would play standard games like in Blitz games, the same. That was the problem. My Blitz games
Okay.
were not so different from my standard. So I started working on some deeper opening preparation and understanding not just computer, but understanding what are the plans and ideas. And with black, there you have to get some few good weapons and some for win, some for draw, some solid opening, some dynamic and that type of thing, and also a lot
Hmm.
of tactics. And also I played a lot of online. Online I have around 40,000 games on Chess.com.
40,000 games?
Yes,
Oh my
yes,
God, wow. These are like blitz
40,000
games, like 1 minute
blitz,
games
blitz,
or like blitz
blitz,
games?
blitz, blitz.
Wow,
It's 95% blitz games.
it's amazing.
So I am playing like Blitz. Uh, Earlier I was playing a lot more, but now these days I'm not so much because I think it's good for open to try new openings, but also there is
Mm.
some. The downside is because your opponent can prepare from your Blitz games online.
Oh,
Because they
okay.
see your games and I discovered that like maybe 1 year ago, and I created new account which is anonymous, but Chess.com knows it's me. It's like it's verified, but only Chess.com knows it's me, and no players knows that that is my account.
That is your account.
Yeah, and I
Hmm.
play real openings there too for standard preparation for my games.
Okay,
That is
okay.
also that is more for maybe for higher level. That is more important to not reveal
Yeah.
information about you.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense. Because nowadays, like once they get your online ID, it's like
Yes,
all the games, all the openings
yes,
that you play, they are in their hands.
yes.
They can just
Yeah,
use it in any
I
way.
played in World Cup against Giri, and I thought like Giri he has to have a lot of games. But I was preparing. Wanted to play Trompovsky against him, so I was looking Trompovsky games of his. But he has no
Hmm.
games online. He has maybe one game in Trompovsky, with black, and in real games he has maybe three games. Like I have no information about
No.
him. That is also
Okay.
some strength for players.
Got it. So, do you think like these top grandmasters like Anish Giri and maybe Vidit and other players, they also use the same kind of strategy that they might be creating
Yes, yes,
some?
of course,
Yeah,
yes,
they do that.
yeah.
Okay, got it, got it. Okay, interesting. I have one more idea. Is what a person can do is like if he really wants to confuse the opponent, he can log into another account, play his real way there, and in the main
Yes,
account he can play some dubious openings just
yes,
to
yes.
like
Yeah,
it's just
people
a
do that.
joke.
People do
People do
that. Yes,
that.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
got it, got it.
Mm,
Okay, interesting, interesting. I'm learning much more stuff because I am never aware of all these things. When you
mm,
said like somebody prepares from the online game, this is a new thought. Because
yes,
generally what happens is the games which come on DGT board, people will prepare that. But
yes,
generally at the lower level, they don't expect that somebody will go for the online games and then they will prepare
yes,
against you.
yes, yes.
So yeah, that's something new. That's something new for me.
Mm,
Okay, so Bogan, now you must have played a lot of amazing games. So can you show us one of your favorite games, whichever you played, you feel like this is the game I am really happy and proud about. If you have that
I
game,
can
can you
show you.
just
Yeah,
show them
yeah,
that? Yeah.
yeah. I have a couple games, but
Mm-hmm.
the one is from a standard tournament, another is from
Mm-hmm.
Rapid, but I won't cover them because it's not so important, I
Yeah.
think. I
Yeah.
will
Yeah. Yeah.
show you the game from I think it's I can show you the game which I won in the to get my GM norm, but also there is the game from European Championship. I played against Bjerre Jonas Buch and I won the
Mm-hmm.
game with white. I think
Sure.
that
Sure. You
game is
can
good. Yeah.
anyone you can
Okay, I
show
will share
us.
the screen.
Hello, listener. Hope you are enjoying this video and getting amazing value. Now, if you're a budding chess player and want to go to the next level, all you need to do is click the link below and join our special 1 day workshop. This would help you to have an amazing thinking system which would elevate the standard of your game and help you reach the next level. So, what exactly are you waiting for? Just click the link below right now and join our 1 day workshop, and I would see you inside the workshop.
Okay, you can see the game.
Yeah, I would request you to close the notation because so that if there is an interesting position, we can give it to the viewers.
Okay, I have some
Yeah.
this is some commentary I did on the game
Okay,
which
okay.
which is also I don't know how. Okay, I will just okay.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm
can,
white.
yeah.
I was white, and at this
Mm-hmm.
point, I was mainly before this, I was mainly E4 player. But last year to this year, I changed to C4. Maybe like 90,
Oh,
95% of the games I was playing C4,
okay.
and I that was my new repertoire. So C4, C5, and also he doesn't play C5 that much. He
Mm-hmm.
has a lot of he played here E6, E5, I don't know,
E6,
knight F6,
E5.
but C5 he had maybe one game or two games in a classical.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't expecting it, but when I work on my repertoire, I cover everything. So it's not like I don't know anything here, but I knew a lot of stuff here also. C5, knight F3,
Mm-hmm.
knight F6, G3, knight C6, bishop G2, and here black can play D5, which is also some other line. Okay, I don't know what is happening here. Just a second. Ah,
Yeah,
because
yeah, sure.
I'm yeah. Okay, now okay. D5 is move, but it can lead to a draw position because I can take D4, takes knight.
Uh,
This is well known line. This and it's
mm,
about equal, and white doesn't have anything. But also black cannot win. But he wants to win against me because he's high rated. So he played
mm-hmm.
D6, D6 castle, G6, D4, takes bishop D7. This is his idea before this. If he played here G6 castle here d4 takes. Now he has no time to play d6 because knight is hanging.
Yeah,
But in this order, d6 here, he gets bishop d7 and he completes his development. So I played knight c3, but later I discovered the knight c3 looks like the most logical move developing. But
yeah.
the problem, this bishop will become the problem. So a better move was b3, and to the solve the problem of this bishop immediately. Because
Mm,
after knight c3, bishop g7, it's tough because if I now play, I don't know, I took on c6, but if I play something like b3, the problem is that black castles, and now my or even takes here.
Yeah, knight d4.
Yeah, and
Maybe
castle
knight
now.
h5.
Yeah,
Uh,
knight h5. I moved the king, but now it's dangerous because now knight has a lot of more squares because bishop is defended, and
okay.
my queen is getting attacked. So I took on c6, which is good move. He took with the pawn. Also with if he takes with the bishop, now e4 white is better slightly because
Mm-hmm.
Maratzi bind and space advantage. So he took with the pawn. I played b3, which looks logical, but it's not the best move. The best move was c5 to attack this structure. If he takes, then it's bad because knight a4. So he has to play
Mm,
d5. But now e4, and he has to takes, and this position is slightly better for white. But although it's not so bad for black because he has this b file, and this bishop is not bad. But also he has this weak pawn on c6, and
okay.
it's around maybe slightly better for white. I played b3, which is not the best. Now he castled. Bishop b2, queen a5. So he wants to play queen h5 and bishop
Queen
a3.
h5.
That is his idea, but he could have done that in one move. Here and I
Queen
cannot stop
c8.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he played queen a5, rook c1 of normal move, defending the knight here. So rook a c8. That is the idea because if he wants this, that this pawn is defended.
C6 hanging. Yeah.
Yes. So rook c1, rook a c8, e4. So I'm prevent. Idea is to prevent this. If I trade the queens, for example, this, and may I don't know, rook here, white is slightly better because now I'm threatening this, and if black ever goes c5, then maybe at some point I can go e5, not now, but maybe like knight a5, knight a4, and okay, not knight a4, sorry, because he can take
Yeah,
that.
bishop a4 he can take.
Yeah, but for example, move like
Rook
rook
d2.
d2. Yeah, rook d2 and now knight d5, and white is
Yeah,
more pleasant.
white is better. Yeah.
So he played bishop g4 first, and he wants to to create a weakness. If I played
Yeah,
queen c2
f3
because
again.
yeah, if I
Mm,
play f3 now he comes to e6. This is some variation I analyzed, and now knight
correct.
d7, and my king is now open, and this bishop is not so good here. My
Mm-hmm.
bishop is not so good. The best thing would be if the bishop was here and the knight
e3.
was
Yeah.
defended, because here my bishop, like it's hard to untangle here because I cannot move the knight because a2 pawn is hanging. So
Mm,
that was his idea. So I played queen c2 with the idea at some point maybe I will move the knight here and trade the bishops. That is my idea. So I play queen c2, queen h5. This is some okay. Knight d7. Now h3 is the problem, and now he doesn't get queen h5. So I covered these squares. So he played queen h5. I played f3 now. The idea now is to get knight e2, knight f4 to attack the queen. So he played bishop h3. He could have done this, but now knight e2 or knight d7 takes queen c3. And this position also slightly more pleasant for
pleasant for
white, I
white.
think.
Yeah.
Yes, because this bishop, I will not take the bishop, but also I can take maybe sometimes and get bishop h3, and it's not so
Mm-hmm.
comfortable for black. Also, there is some idea of this knight d3 and f4, f5. So he played knight d7. No, no, he played bishop h3 here. Okay, knight e2. And now if he played knight d7, that is the best move to trade a lot of pieces. I would take takes here. The queen, it looks bad.
Sorry to interrupt. Like after knight d7, knight f4 is coming, right?
Knight f4. If knight
Queen
f4,
c,
then
queen c5,
queen
queen
c5, queen
c5. Okay,
c5
okay.
check. Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I would take here, take, and now he has queen h6. But even this position, like he gets the queen back, but it's around equal. Black has to be a little bit careful, but it looks the best choice for him because a lot of pieces have come exchanged, and this knight is good. So that
Mm-hmm.
was the best for black. But he wanted to complicate things with e5. So e5,
Mm-hmm.
he's now stopping knight f4. But the problem is now he closes his bishop, and also this pawn is hanging. This is weak.
Mm-hmm.
So I took on h3, but better move was bishop a3 with the idea if he moves, if he defends it now, the pawn is hanging on in one move because in the game I took here, he took, and now I played c5, which is also it looks not natural to like destroy his pawn structure.
Yeah.
I saw d5, but I thought I win the pawn here. Here, if I take knight g4, it looks like mate, but there is knight f4 here. I saw this variation and I thought black has compensation, but white is up a pawn. I mean, why shouldn't I go for this?
Mm.
That was his best, but instead he played bishop h6, which I saw and he overlooked that my next move. I in this
So,
position I saw this. I saw this. This was my first instinct. But if I take here,
yeah.
then I don't know. Here and knight d7, black covers everything, and now it's not so clear what to do. Maybe I have compensation for
Mm-hmm.
equality, but the problem is I have this move, which he overlooked. He gave a check, and now the problem is he cannot take here because of this. And
Oh.
and this is bad. Like this is hanging, and maybe it's I'm winning a pawn straight away. So he gave a check, and here he played this move, which I don't know. Maybe I saw. I don't remember. It was game like half a year ago. He played this move, but the problem is, okay, this takes. That this is his idea because my rook is hanging now on f1.
Mm.
So I played now knight g1. Okay, knight g1. If he takes here, then I take with the king. Okay, yeah, take with the king, and now I'm clearly better because this is weak. This knight is bad also because he cannot go here. Here, it's restricted. He has to go like some other squares, which takes a lot of time for him. So I played knight
Mm.
g1. He came back. I took rook d1 or all with the tempo here. And now I wanted to play queen c3, attacking the bishop and a pawn here, but bishop d4, and I saw this exchange sacrifice,
Yeah.
but I was in time trouble and I wasn't sure about this because I'm not winning still h6,
Yeah.
and
H4.
it's not so clear cut because if he gets
Clear.
unpinned,
Okay.
if he gets unpinned, maybe I will be in some danger or in time trouble. So I played knight
Mm-hmm.
here, knight e2 first. Now I'm threatening this. So he comes back here. Okay, I'm improving my king, defending the pawns here. 98. Okay, he now wants this and this. That is his idea to protect this pawn. This pawn is like
Yeah.
the whole game is about this pawn. He queen c3 f6, queen c4 check. And now my idea was on king g7, which looks the most natural to defend the pawns and everything. I prepared this. I saw this, and if he takes check and here, and it's mate.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my idea. He
Okay.
saw this. He saw this. Now he went here because if I go now here, then it's not check. When I come here, it's not check for him.
Yeah.
So I gave check, king h8, rook d3. Rook d3, I mean, it's like more improving move. It's
Yeah.
waiting move also to see what he is doing. He played knight g7, f4 now finally because I want to open my bishop. Because now his king is on the diagonal. If he takes, then yeah, this is too weak. Just I mean, maybe he has not
Mm.
not a lot of moves, but maybe I don't know what white. What I'm threatening 95, yeah. 95 is a threat, but also it's hard for him to make a move. So he played bishop c5 and now took, and now this move is like the most I'm most proud of this game. It's not
I
like
will give
some
it to the
shot.
viewers maybe for a minute or so. So
Okay.
yeah.
So
So this is for the
black,
viewers. Yeah.
yes, yes. So black, it looks like he's holding everything, but this knight is bad. Like this knight is bad. This bishop is everything is loose somehow, but I cannot exploit it yet. He wants to play like this and knight e6. So how can I increase the pressure? And the best question to ask yourself is which piece is not doing the best in white position? Which piece is the worst position? Worst piece which can improve? So I can show it now. I think it's
Yeah, sure,
yeah.
sure.
Okay. This knight is bad because he cannot go anywhere here. Here, I mean, it's restricted. So this move came like it's in 10 seconds. It's so natural for me. Knight G1.
Wow.
And now when this knight comes here, this pawn is so weak. It's black can hardly defend it because if he plays something like
Mm,
this, well, it's devastating because he cannot move this because the pawn is hanging, and he cannot move the rook because of this pawn, and also this pawn is weak. So everything is weak, and now I can play maybe queen c3 strat to win the pawn. So he took the knight, which is the I think best move, but now we are left with this with weak pawn again. He cannot defend
yeah.
it. So now he saw that his position is maybe close to lost, so he started to play on some counterplay, and he gave up this pawn on c6. So first of all, if I take here, then the problem is I cannot defend both squares here. So I played rook d1. The idea was if he goes here, then I go rook f1, and if he trades everything here, this is just losing because I will take this and come up with the king.
Mm-hmm.
And on the queen side also, like he cannot stop me to win the game. So I played rook d1, h5. He wants h4 and some tricks. I don't know. So I play, and now I took the pawn, but it requires a lot of calculation to see that black doesn't have anything here. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to call your opponent's bluff sometimes. Even that he is like 150 points above me, I have to challenge him. So he
Yeah.
played Queen F7, but now I came back and covered everything. Queen F3, Rook E1, and now everything is defended. I am threatening Queen E2 to Queen E2, and Rook F1 is my idea. So he played this with the idea of Knight G5. So I have to. I took the pawn, of course, with check. The problem
Yeah.
is if I go here, then Knight G5 is the problem. And now if I take
Mm,
this and I'm lost, and also this is the threat. So I think maybe it's losing for me here. So I took here, and now I played H4 just to stop this Knight G5. It is
um,
weakening my G3 pawn, but it's the price I have to pay.
yeah.
King H7. I don't know, prophylactic move. I don't know what else. Black doesn't have a lot of move also.
Yeah.
Queen G2 because if I go here, this is the problem also. Knight D4, and now if I take here, it's draw because I cannot
Ah.
because of this.
Okay.
And if I
Got it.
yeah, it's no no
A
if
lot
if
of
here yeah
tricks
takes
here.
the pawn, yeah, takes the pawn, and I cannot defend here because of the rook is hanging. So I played Queen G2. Now the Knight D4 I just take. So he doesn't want
Mm,
to trade queens, of course. Here, I played rook f1, and now he has to take because if he moves somewhere, then maybe queen f3 and even rook f7, it looks bad. So he took,
mm-hmm.
I took with the queen. The problem is if he takes here, then it's mate. Here
Yeah.
and where is the mate? I'm not sure. Wait a second.
Maybe you can
Uh,
take
no, no, yeah, the
no,
problem is nah,
Queen
this
e6.
check.
You
Yeah, this
prefer.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Got
pawn
it.
endgame is winning. I have a
Fine.
plus
Yeah.
point here. So he played king g8, of course, to cover this, but I'm 2 pawns up and I have to. It's not so easy to convert actually. So queen d3. Now I'm dominating his queen. He has no squares. He cannot move the
Mm-hmm.
queen only to h3, but it doesn't do anything there. He cannot move the. If he moves the knight, then check and or check here. So he is out of move. So he played g5, which is much natural move. And now if I take the computer gives this as the best move, but I don't want to allow this. It's like
Oh, yeah.
it's not so clear to me. So I played the bishop f6, which for a human standpoint is not most natural.
Best move.
Takes
Yeah.
and here. So bishop is defending the pawn, and now my queen is ready to infiltrate. He played king
Mm-hmm.
h7, here check, queen d5, just centralization. A6, like there is no other move. He cannot move the queen. If he moves the king somewhere, then I will give a check here.
Mm-hmm.
So A6 before now I'm just I want just to queen the pawn, and he has to play something. He played this,
Yeah.
a4, queen f3, and here I almost took the knight. Like it was like half a second away for me took the knight because I thought he will give this check here, and I thought he will keep checking like this, and I thought I'm covering here like this. No, yeah, I thought I'm covering like this, and I'm going up. But
King.
the
No, no.
problem
King
was here,
c3.
yeah, queen
King
c3,
c4 is no, no, no. Queen
uh,
c1, King b3, Queen
king
b1.
c3. I
No,
mean,
King
king
c4 is
c3.
a blunder.
Yeah,
King
yeah,
c4, Queen a2 is coming, right? Yeah, King c3,
yeah.
and now King d4, right?
Yeah. Now I'm winning. Yes, yes, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah. Well,
But the
okay,
problem
okay.
was here, he has queen c3 check and his draw.
Uh,
But there was some other. Yeah, because I that is draw, but I only saw this check. If he gets here check, then I run here and it's
hmm,
losing. So queen e3 check actually is a draw because I go here and there is nothing still. So
yeah.
I played queen e5 check. I thought about maybe 20 minutes to make sure this is winning. Queen e5 check and just here check
Uh,
to exchange the
yeah.
queens. F6, and now he played king G6, and now king F2, of course, here. And now I'm in Zugzwang because if I move the queen, king, then check and he takes the pawn. And if I move the bishop, then he just comes here and I cannot move anything here. So I had to calculate just this is most straightforward. Check here. He has to take. If he doesn't take, then I will play b5. He has to take here. Knight d5 here. Now he played a5, which is terrible because he is putting pawn on a black square, which I can attack later.
You can
But
attack.
other
Yeah.
moves are also bad because I will play on any move, I will play this, which
Mm,
he cannot stop. He played a5, g4, check here, here, and now his idea was if I take here, his idea was check here, and if I do here takes, and this is draw because
uh,
he is in time. He's in time to draw this position. So.
okay.
So I just bishop c3 and now he resigned because if he goes back, then I take, and if he gives a check, then just this and it's winning.
Mm,
So it's not some crazy tactical game, but it's like strategically, it's I think really educational, and also the
yeah.
realization. Although two pawns up, it's not so easy. So I'm really proud because I never let go of the advantage when I once I got it.
Yeah, yeah. So is it correct to say, Bogan, that you outplayed your opponent in this game because it was like slowly you kept on building the advantage?
Yes. Uh, yeah, maybe if I did outplay him, but the problem was that he wanted to beat me. It's if the someone
Yeah.
some opponent does if some opponent wants to draw, then he would play more subtly and not
Mm,
commit too much mistakes. But that is chess. I mean, you have to push sometimes for a win, even the position is not great for that. Yeah.
got it, got it. Really, really amazing game. I'm very sure that all the viewers, they must have loved the game. There were a lot of interesting moments in the game, and the
Yeah.
maneuver which you did here in the position, like knight g1, knight f3, that was
Mm.
also very nice, very good. Great, amazing
Yeah.
game. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
showing this game. So, Bogan, now, can you just tell us about little bit about your future goals? Like going forward, what are your goals in chess? What do you want to achieve in chess?
I was thinking about that, and I'm now 2530 rating, and
Mm-hmm.
I want to improve to 2600. Is next like next level for me, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm still I don't know how to improve, and I'm talking to another great good players around in my region to figure out what is the next step. Like maybe expanding
Mm-hmm.
my repertoire, playing maybe e4 or d4 to came back to go back to e4 because I was e4 player my whole life, and this year I expanded with c4. But maybe it's the time come back and to play some more direct chess, not so
Got it.
positional. Yeah.
That brings me to one question, Bogan. Is I see a lot of players they also want to switch the openings. Sometimes they're a D4 player, they want to switch to E4, or they're a E4 player,
Yeah.
they want to switch to C4. But sometimes they are too afraid because it's like a complete new structure, right? If I'm a
Yes. Yes.
D4 player, I want to shift to E4, then it's very difficult because there are so many openings from black which I have
Yes.
to prepare.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
So any advice that, yeah.
It's they're not alone. I mean, for me, it's the same. E4. I mean, there is so much Najdorf and Sicilians. It's like it's all playable and everything is sharp, and you just can't cover everything.
Hmm,
You just have to go with the flow, like play and what happens. But like that is my advice.
got it, got it.
Create some repertoire and just play it. It's not maybe perfect, but just to get the feeling of the positions.
So instead of just thinking, just start playing it first, and then you
Yeah.
would become better at it, right? That's
Yes,
what you were
because
saying, correct?
if you want to cover everything and then start playing, it will take you like years. You cannot cover everything. That is the problem.
Ah,
You have to play and work like in parallel,
great,
two in one.
great,
Yeah.
great. I'm also getting a lot of, I would say, aha moments here, a lot of, great moments. I'm learning a lot from you. So great.
Mhm.
Thank you for the advice.
Mhm.
Because earlier at one point, I wanted to shift to E4 when I was a very
Yeah.
active player. I did not do that. And I think this is the reason I did not do that. I thought, like, let me prepare everything. Then after that, I would shift. Great. So
Mhm.
that's like a very amazing advice. So you're saying
Mhm.
now that you want to become 2600s plus. That is what your next goal is,
Yes. Yes.
right? And was this your first World Cup that you played in Goa, or earlier also you have
Yes.
played
It was
the
first one. Yes.
first World Cup?
Mhm.
So how was your experience playing with? You played with Anish Giri. You played till the first round you won, and second round you played with Anish Giri. So how was your experience for the first time?
So this was my first time going to India, and it was I think
Ah,
4.5 hours difference. And
yeah.
it was summer in India. I don't know in that place. I talked to some people and they told me that it's summer all year in Goa. It's never hot,
Mhm.
and that was like I brought like some jackets and and big stuff. I didn't know because here
Okay.
it's cold and there it's hot. So
Yeah.
that's first thing. It was not easy to how to say to
Adjust to the weather, right?
adjust, yeah, to adjust to the
Yeah.
new weather. And it's no it's like I went to the whole another world. It's like the people are
Mm.
different. I'm in India also. I have to say the people are more nice than here in my region. Like
Yeah.
everyone is so nice and wants to help.
Yeah, yeah, surely, surely. Indians are very helpful when it comes to
Yeah.
anything and everything. Great, but I hope that would be a good experience. Maybe because of weather, you must have had some problems. But yeah, we hope that going
No,
forward, yeah.
mm. Yeah, the one problem in India is the food is not like it's not so. i- We are different. Indians and here in Europe we are two types. Like it's your genetics is different, and you have a lot of immunity for a lot of foods. But if people from Europe come to India, a lot of can get sick sometimes.
Mm,
That is not problem in India, but the organizers and the hotels they did a very good job with food, and I think it was great food for our players. It had a lot of choice and everything. That is the one thing, and the I think the playing part. It's also amazing the organization, everything, and it's like I had a feeling that it was the biggest event in the country at that time. It still is because it's still
yeah.
happening, and
Yeah.
I the chess players felt important at that point in your country, because maybe if it was somewhere in Germany or Europe, then it wouldn't be like the main event in the country. That is
Mm,
also one point. There it was a lot of attention to the chess, and first round I was playing against this uh, Emre Khan from Grandmaster from Turkey. I knew the pairings 1 month before the tournament, so I prepared I prepared maybe 20 days
Oh.
repertoire. So with black, I mainly with black. I wanted to cover some openings. I prepared King's Indian and with white. King's Indian and with black also some French. And with white I didn't much prepare because I thought because he has higher rating I would get black pieces first game.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think it's advantage if you get the black first game because if you lose, then you are white and you can attack and play for a win. But if you win, then you get white and you can play everything for a draw.
Yeah. Correct.
But but I got the white pieces first game and I was not happy about that. And I played some English, and he played really well. He outplayed me slightly in the middle game, but somehow in the end it came out to draw. And now in second
Mm-hmm.
game, if I'm black and he's attacking, and now it's unpleasant. If you lose with black, it's over already. So we played some King's Indian line, and I was playing some computer line, which is also like the downside of the computer. Computer gives evaluation 0.0, but I am a pawn down, clean pawn down in endgame. But I have two bishops, and computer is holding that easily. But for humans, it's not so easy to hold.
Mm-hmm.
You want to something direct to happen, but there is nothing. Just computer is waiting, and he doesn't have this feeling of being a pawn down. That
Yeah.
is that is the problem. So I trusted the computer instead of playing some line which is more human. So I ran into problems that game. I was pawn down and was losing at some point, but he didn't play much precise, and I hold to a draw. So we went to tie break, and in tie break I was black in first game. That was my advantage,
Yeah. Okay.
and I changed the line. I played some other line, but also he was prepared even for that line. So
Mm.
I fell into preparation, which was 20 moves deep. So in 20 moves, he was playing first, like blitzing out, doesn't think anything. So I was afraid I will lose that game, but somehow it came quickly to some complications, and in complications he doesn't play too well. So I
Mm.
calculated better than him and won the first game. And now second game I'm white, and I was like playing the most boring thing ever, just symmetrical everything, just not to lose. And he won. He pressed like he has to win, so he played some dubious lines, and I quickly got a better position, and eventually I won even the first game. The second game I
Wow.
also won. So it was in rapid. It looked quite smooth. Also, it's quite exhausting.
Okay. Okay. Great. But that means you won 2-0. You defeated your
Yeah,
first
1-1 to
opponent
0, yes.
2-0. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
also I have to
nice.
mention in the playing hall there is nice area for players like
Mm-hmm.
for drinks and snacks, and also you have big TV to show if your opponent has made a move, so I can see, so I don't have to be at the table.
Ah,
So I also like that also.
got it. You can see from the screen, and then you can, whenever
Yes,
he
yes.
makes a move, you can come to the
Mm.
board.
So
Interesting. Interesting.
second round I was playing against Giri, and to be honest, I wasn't expecting to go through the second round. And I was
Mm.
white the first game again. I didn't have much time to prepare because I played tie break, and now tomorrow I'm playing Giri against white. And against Giri, he's I think one of the opening experts of the world, best opening experts in the world.
Yeah.
So I don't think there is much for me to look for advantage. So I played some Trompovsky, which I played at Blitz. I played Trombovsky at Blitz, but for this game I prepared some deep lines which are draw if black is precise. So I know that he knows the lines, but I don't think he wants to go into the draw lines with me because he will lose a
Yeah.
lot of rating. So he played the move which he doesn't play. He hasn't played like in database and chess.com. No games he has played d4 knight f6 bishop g5 c5. He has c5 zero games. But
Okay.
the problem for him was that I knew this line. I prepared it like maybe 2, 3 tournaments ago, and I knew. And also I checked it before this game, just in case if he plays it. So he fell right into my opening preparation, and he played. He knew the line, but I played some sideline in the sideline in the sideline.
Mm.
So I so I surprised him, and I got a good position, maybe slightly more pleasant, and somehow I regret I was playing too cautiously that game. Just I should have played more freely, like not to be afraid, but I was like looking to make a draw. It's tough when you're playing
Yeah,
like player like that.
I
So
can
that is
understand.
yeah, that is one another thing which I need to work on. I
Mm.
need to beat the players, not to be afraid of them.
Yeah, yeah. No, but that is completely understandable because Anish Giri is one of the best in the world. So
Yeah.
that is completely understandable. He's a 2700s Grandmaster after all. Great. It was really amazing talking to you. Bogan,
Yeah.
before we end this interview, can we play a game is if that is okay for you?
Of course.
And
Yes.
just to make it little bit more interesting, can we do it one is to five if you're okay? Because I'm just a 1800s player. So
I didn't understand. One minute to
yeah, 1 minute. Like I would have 5 minutes, you would have 1 minute. If you're
okay, of
okay with
course.
that, we can do.
Yes,
Otherwise,
yes,
five
yes.
minutes we can do.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Fine.
What
Just
is
give me
your
1 minute.
on chess.com or
Chess.com. Yeah.
okay, just let me here.
Just give me one.
My username is Mboyan. Mboyan
I'll
I
just share my screen and then we can play maybe because so the viewers can see.
uh-huh. I can see, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go what is your name? Heramb.
Heramb official. Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Can you tell me your ID?
I will invite you.
Sure.
Uh, hmm. Just let me custom challenge search. Just let me type it in.
Sure.
Eh. How can I custom
You
more
can
more
maybe
things?
send a link. You can send a
Custom.
link in the Zoom chat, maybe.
No, no, but how can I do 1 minute for me and for
Ah, no,
you?
no, no, no. That like it will be 5-5. That is, I don't think that is possible on chess.com. But if you
Ah,
reach four
okay.
minutes, then we would say that okay, we'll
Okay.
still continue
Yeah.
the game, of course, but we can. Wow. So we have 1,000 points difference. Great. Okay, chalo. Let's play. Okay. Wow, great, great, great. Amazing,
Good game.
amazing, great. Yeah, thank you. So where did I go wrong? Like what do you feel? Like what did I make mistake? Opening was not right.
You play no in opening. I didn't play. I think most ambitious line. So it was around equal. It was around equal at the. It was. I think you shouldn't have played c5. C5 is not the best, I think.
C5.
And also knight c6. Knight c6 because knight is going in front of the pawn. That is not the
Ah,
good thing. So
okay.
you
So
should have
maybe
gone
queen
maybe
knight
knight
d7.
knight d7 then c5. It's better, I
Okay,
think.
got it. Also, at one point, like, was it possible for you to play g5? Because I was so scared of g5.
Okay, but
Uh,
then you get knight f5. That is
Knight
was
f5. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. G5 knight f5
Okay.
and you get the blockade. So I played castle. The computer gives
Yeah,
that
this
you
was amazing.
yeah
Now
yeah
knight f5
yeah
is so.
c5. Now knight c5 was a mistake because now I get the pawn knight on d4.
Okay. Oh, knight d4 comes. Yeah, I did not see
Yeah.
knight d4.
Different.
Great.
So maybe b6 first, or maybe rook b8 and b5 is also is interesting because I have
Okay.
no threat on the queen king side. I have to maybe some queen e3 and then knight g3 and then g5. So it takes me three moves, but you get b4 b5 and b5 b4 in two moves.
Okay. So how do you assess this position? Like this is better, slightly better for white, or like is this
Uh-huh.
equal?
This is equal. Yeah,
This is
this is
equal.
equal.
Okay.
Yeah,
C5 is mistake. Got
yeah.
it.
See,
Got it.
rook a b8 is best, I think.
Rook a8. Okay. Okay.
Rook a
Great.
b8
Great.
and
Great.
b5 b4. Yeah.
Got it. Great, great. Thank you for playing with me, Bogan. It was a pleasure to play against you. It was a
Okay.
really amazing experience. Great, and I wish you all the best for all of your upcoming events. Hope that you achieve your goal of 2600s very fast. And from this interview, I'm very sure that a lot of young players will get amazing insights. And I wish you all the best for all of your future journey. Okay.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me to this podcast.
Yeah. Okay. So just stop it here.